Okay, so here we are in Tokyo after my flight from Osaka. About an hour flight only, so pretty good. Now I'm just walking to where I'm gonna stay at my accommodations. For the next week I'll be here in Tokyo. I'll film some spots that I've been to before and some new spots, but yeah, back to where the trip started. And let's see how it goes here in Tokyo. Another thing I wanted to point out is what you're seeing around here is more of the residential areas in the city, so you can see they're very tight paths where only a car can fit through. But it's nice to walk around here. It feels very homey, so to say, you know, it's peaceful out of the city, out of the hustle and bustle of everything. So yeah, this is kind of what that part of Japan looks like that you don't always get to see. This is kind of how homes look around here in Tokyo. I should be able to find my place soon enough. But yeah, interesting environment. Okay, and this is the small building I'm gonna be staying in. I'll be here on the first floor, so that's pretty convenient. This must be a newer sushi roll because the screen they have here is massive for this one. You can look through everything, you can open the menu, check out what you want. Pretty crazy, this one. Anyways, that was sushi, and this is what Tokyo looks like in the evening. At least Ikebukuro is where I am, so very lively, a lot of things going on. Very busy city always. And at night it looks so much more interesting with all the lights and advertisements and all that. So this is just a little view of what you see around here, at least in Ikebukuro. Alright, good morning. So we're in the Roppongi Hills of Tokyo. And the reason I'm here is because I heard the Pokemon Company's headquarters is here. Apparently there's a building around here, I have to find it, and they got like a little visitor center, museum style thing about the Pokemon Company. So let's see if I can find it. Okay, well it's in this building here, but apparently my information was wrong or I misunderstood, but you can only go inside there if you have an invitation or something like that, because it's an office building really, even though they have some interesting history in there, but that's okay. In the meantime, I found this pretty cool spider statue here, so let's take a look at this. Pretty freaky. It's pretty cool to still come by here though, see where it takes place, where all their brainstorming takes place and all that. So yeah, that's pretty much that part. Okay, so this area that I'm in right now is actually the first place I came to in Japan 2 years ago. This is where I had a hostel 2 years ago, and the reason I'm filming here right now though is because I wanted to come back to this private car dealership, private car collection that this person has. And I wanted to see if they still have the cars here, so let's see if I can go inside and see them. Okay, it looks like they're open. Some of the greatest cars in the world here. Amazing. But this one here is my all-time favorite Ferrari. Ferrari F40. Yeah, it looks like it was a success to come here today. This one's amazing too. Wow. Yeah, well, glad I stopped by here. Okay, welcome to another Pokemon Center. I wanted to film here, the Pokemon Center Tokyo DX. Yeah, this is pretty cool. We got a wall here with a little bit of the history of the game. The original games. Pretty cool. Here it is inside. Plushies and figurines everywhere. Alright, good morning. So today I wanted to stop by a popular, well, not popular, maybe not so much for the people who don't know, but this location where I am right now, where you see these buildings there and the bridge that I'm walking over here, it's actually from the anime Digimon. So that's the building where the kids lived in the anime, and from the first Digimon movie, this is actually the bridge that Greymon and Parrotmon fought over and destroyed. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of film this for my own interest, because I've watched that anime since I was a young kid, and I didn't actually know that this place from the anime was a real life reference location. And the reality is there's a lot of animes in Japan that reference real life locations throughout Tokyo especially, and throughout other parts in Japan, and it'd be kind of cool to visit a lot of those spots. But see, the thing is, there's just so many places, and because I grew up with Digimon a lot, I just kind of wanted to come here and take a look at this famous spot from the first Digimon movie. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to film a little bit of that. Here's a view of the bridge from the bottom. You can see there's two bridges interconnected. Right by the subway station where I came to. So another thing I wanted to mention, which I found interesting, was that as much as Japanese people care about recycling and throwing their trash in the proper bins, they don't seem to care a lot about reducing their trash. And what I mean specifically about is plastic water bottles and such. If you ever think about bringing your own water bottle, your own refillable bottle, don't even bother, because I think I can count on one hand how many water stations I found. I can't even remember, maybe like 3 in Tokyo at least. So think about that. Tokyo's a pretty big city, one of the biggest in the world, and it just kind of surprised me how they don't really seem to care about reusing water bottles. If you want to have some water, you just gotta buy it, always $1 or $2 from any corner store and such. So yeah, it kind of surprised me how that they don't really seem to care about that part of things, but everything else they seem to be really careful with. So here is Shibuya Crossing, probably the most famous spot in all of Tokyo. And the reason for that is because this is where the Shibuya Scramble is, where everyone crosses the street at the same time. It's a very popular spot for tourists to come here. But another reason this place is so popular is because of Hachiko, the statue of the dog. The story of this dog is that they made a movie out of it too. That after his owner passed away, he continued to wait for him at this bus stop or train stop until the dog passed away as well. So it's a very emotional story, and as you can see, a lot of people come here for pictures of this. But yeah, as you can see, it's completely packed here as always, and people always take pictures here or videos waiting to cross the street because it's just completely packed. So yeah, I'll come back in the evening and get it with the night lights as well. Oh, and you can see some people like to do their Mario Kart Fantasy here too. Oh, I gotta cross the street, so might as well join the massive wave of people. As you can see, you can cross in any direction. All the stops, all the lights stop for the people to cross. And yeah, see, now it's kind of clearing up. But sometimes the cars have to wait for the people because not everyone crosses at the right time. And yes, I've been here before, but I'm not going to skip an opportunity to come here again and catch a glimpse of this Pokemon Center. The best one they have in Japan, in my opinion. Very interesting. They already got Halloween stuff out. One more look at the Mewtwo. Very crazy. Very cool visual. And the whole store inside here. Once again, take a quick look. It's all like a very sleek modern building. Very interesting. Black walls and white lighting. Across the street one more time. All these photo ops, look at these people dancing here. They'll do whatever they can. That's funny, probably a music video or whatever. Well, you never know what you're gonna see around here. It's a pretty crazy place. Is it worth visiting? Yep, definitely. Definitely a very unique spot in this world. Nothing really like this anywhere else. And here's one more look in complete night. Here's what the nightlife in Shinjuku looks like. A lot of these spots in Tokyo are very similar to each other. Shinjuku, Ikebukuro, Shibuya. They're all busy with people, lots of businesses around here, lots of lights, very attractive for tourists to come around here. And almost every corner you go around, you'll see kind of this atmosphere. But what's unique about Shinjuku is they got the 3D cat billboard. So let's go check that out and see how it looks. But the thing I like about this in the evening is just it's very cool atmosphere. Almost gives it like a cyberpunk atmosphere. Kind of futuristic, kind of old looking. But yeah, everywhere you look, you got this going on. Yeah, we got a big king crab here moving around. There it is. Pretty neat 3D effect. Lots of people come here to check this out. See the cat again from here. There's one more angle of this side. And if you look down here, same thing down there. Lots of lights. And over here is a Gucci store in the corner by this part of the city near the train station. So I found another Godzilla store here in Shinjuku this time, and they got this statue. This is from the newest movie, Godzilla Minus One. Super cool. This is probably my favorite design of Godzilla. Alright, welcome to Odaiba with the Rainbow Bridge behind there. It's actually what it's called, Rainbow Bridge. And the reason for that is because it has some colors that mark different parts of the road there. So they kind of gave it that name. And it's cool because it reminds me of Mario Kart as well with the Rainbow Bridge. But anyways, thought I'd come back here. I was here last time. Oh, okay, and there's just a wild turtle around there. Okay, you don't see that every day. That's pretty awesome. Anyways, it's a nice little area. We got a lot of stuff around here, so we're gonna explore this place a bit. So like I was saying, I came here last time, but I didn't see everything around here, especially this part here. I didn't go down to where they have the beach, so that'll be nice to visit. So yeah, let's explore what Odaiba City has. Here's a really nice clear look at the bridge. And if we walk this way, it'll take us right to the Statue of Liberty. There's a lot of people here trying to get a picture with the bridge, with the statue. There it is. Pretty cool. And this cool building you see here is Fuji Television headquarters. Something I didn't know about this place last time I came here was that it was also featured in the Digimon anime, so that's another cool thing to discover about this spot. Very old looking building, but very unique design with that ball up there. It's a very interesting building, very like kind of futuristic but also old looking. It's definitely a unique spot to come check out. Since we're right here anyways, let's take a closer look at this place. I like Odaiba City. It's a nice seaside spot to go hang out at. They got a lot of things to do here. They got a couple of malls and yeah, just really unique architecture. You don't really see that much anymore. Oh, looks like something's going on here. Hearing all about this. There's the ball. Oh, crazy spot. So I was right about the filming going on in the back. I tried to film a little bit, but they wouldn't allow it, obviously, because it's like a live airing of a TV show, even though I could barely see anything. But yeah, it's pretty funny to see how many people gather to sort of get a glimpse of these TV personalities from behind a glass wall while the show is going on inside. I walked up a little closer and saw it, and I don't know what the show's about, but I think it's pretty popular here. Obviously, there's so many people. And I think I've seen stuff like that on YouTube, all that. But yeah, that's kind of the building here. Pretty cool place to come check out. There is a ticket you can get to go to the Sphere and have a view of the city that I showed you earlier with the bridge, but I didn't care to do that. I think you get just as nice of a view just from the ground level. So yeah, but if that's something anyone wants to do, they can do that. All right, let's continue on. So one thing you can't miss if you come to Odaiba, also referred to as Diver City, is miss the Gundam unicorn statue. This is probably the largest one they have in Japan, and it's always cool to come see it. So let's take a nice close look at it. Walk around here. Look at that. Pretty epic. Now it's in like its base form. Every while they have like a little presentation thing where they have some music playing and he transforms into his different mode. I forgot what it's called. I don't know when it happens, but I'll try and catch a glimpse of that. They really went out of their way to do this a one-to-one replica, just as it would look in real life. Pretty amazing.
Banner Lynx Unicorn Gundam, 行きます。
Okay, well that's kind of that. It's pretty cool to see again 2 years later. So yeah, that's probably the best thing about this place to come check out. And after the transformation, he then stays in this form for a little bit. Destroy mode, that's what it was called. So I'll take a look at it one more time from the front, really up close in his destroy mode. So you can see this was built as a 40th anniversary for the Gundam. Pretty cool to see. Epic Godzilla store right here with this crazy awesome statue. Wow, look at this guy. Awesome. Pretty much got everything Godzilla themed in here. Pretty cool to see. Some of these statues they got look so cool. Pretty awesome. Alright, so here we are down by the beach in Odaiba. Pretty nice. Let's check out the sand. Oh, very soft sand. Really good actually. Probably better sand than back at home. Anyways, it's nice to have a little beach area here in Tokyo. You can see people are paddleboarding. You got this awesome view of Tokyo with the Rainbow Bridge. Really awesome place to spend some time. Over on that side I saw some people fishing, which is pretty cool. Beyond the pier there, they have little boats that come here to take people on a cruise around here, so you can explore. But yeah, pretty nice spot to spend some time when you're in Tokyo. So this is pretty cool. While walking around here, I discovered they have a Rainbow Bridge promenade for the people to walk on. So you can get a nice view of the bridge and pretty much walk alongside the traffic. Oh, that's cool. Until I started walking here, but you can actually cross the whole bridge, and it's kind of amazing how they have two levels for traffic and the train even passes through the middle. So it's an amazing feat of engineering for sure. I think this is probably one of the best views you could have of Tokyo. I didn't know about it last time, at least from a ground level or bridge level, because they have the Tokyo Tower and the Sky Tree. You can see Tokyo from above high. But just walking along and seeing Tokyo like this, you can't beat this view in my opinion. You got the Rainbow Bridge. Back there you got Tokyo Tower. Wonderful cityscape. And back far there you got the Sky Tree. Anyways, I think this is a good time to end my vlog in Japan. I've had a lot of adventures and misadventures. This trip is probably more adventurous than my last one, even though I've seen a lot of stuff on that last trip too. But this one feels a little different since I'm coming back to somewhere a little more familiar. It's a bittersweet moment when the trip comes to an end, because before I came to Japan I just thought how much I looked forward to it, and now it came, and now it's done. But like I said back in Osaka, it just feels like you don't have enough time to do everything you want. But what you get in turn is a lifetime of memories for what you get to do. So I'll leave you with one final view of Tokyo as I close out my vlog here. Thanks for watching.